Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. What you see before you is a young Fulani man. You can see him with a knife in his hand, and that's walking around with his knife around him. And then there's a man there next to him. Obviously, he's probably the guy, the herder, and they're both. And you can see they're wearing boots on a man's farm. Now I'm gonna try and translate what the man said. I will translate it word for word. Here goes. He's a Yoruba man from Ondo State, I believe. Listen. He said, "Oh, the person who owns this place is the one who gave us the farm to be able to graze our cows on." So, and he's asking the guy who's confronting him, saying, "Oh, he told you guys to be able to go and eat it all over the place." So he said, and he was saying, "Oh, next to the river." So he said to him, "Bring that stick." He said, "I should use this stick to beat you up, to harm you." And he said, "Give me the knife on your hand now." Hang on, let me hear. So he said something I can't quite hear. He said it very fast. One more time. Let me just hear that. 1 second. It's something. I think it's saying it's something that is my own. It is what I have with me, you know. And he said, "Bring it." So this, and the other guy said, "Bring the knife now." And he said, "You are lucky. It's because you are speaking Yoruba." He said, "It's lucky that I did." He said, "You're lucky because he said you're lucky that you speak Yoruba well." And he's saying, "Oh, I'm your son. I'm your son." Oh, and he said, "If I took this from somebody," he said the sword of the greedy is the sword that they used to kill him, and this is the sword of the nearest word I can think of is greedy. Is the war sword they used to do justice to the greedy. So that's the nearest word I can, I can come up with, So that's what he's saying there basically now. So he said, "I should really give you instant justice right now." He said, "Oh, you speak Yoruba well, and that's what saved you." And so he said, "Now I am not," because he said, "You're lucky. I'm not going to do you any harm today." He said, "Now start going. Follow him. Follow him. Don't ignore my command." Do you want me to take the phone off you? Do you want me to harm you? Should I test you? Start going. Start going. He said, "You're lucky, you're a child." He said, "If you're an older person, what I will do to you, just start going." What did I tell you to do? Start going. And he said, "What did I tell you to do? What did I tell you to do?" This is happening in Osun State. So, basically, so there you have it. That is a perfect example of what we need to be doing in each of our areas. We need people like this. We need people, strong men, who have got obviously our own, ways of doing things, who are brought up in it, to stand up and confront these things. Yes, the young man was young, but the young man next to him, they could have easily have had something. But as soon as they saw the guy, and he obviously he knows the area, he knows certain things, and he told them, "Just go now." That is what we need to do. And I want you to remember, key in on one thing. Let me see. Can I get it back? Let me see. Let me just go back to it. Sorry, I'm going to bring it back 1 second. And I'm just going to mute it. So this guy is our hero. And I believe that there are many heroes like this man in our midst. We are not going to get a hero from heaven. These are our many heroes. This man and many like him. There are many like him in our communities. They can be heroes. I'm not going to tell you what it takes for him to be able to do what he did there, but he's got something, and I'll let those who know or who has an inkling what I'm talking about to figure it out. If you don't know, you go figure it out. There is something that this guy knows and has, and that is all that there is to it. And we need many more of him standing up in each of the farms and the villages and the towns and the cities. And one more thing, all our villages, we need to protect them, because that's what the Fulanis are targeting. They want to silently kill as many Yorubas in our farms and villages. And the thing is, Gumi said, we need to target the farms and villages that are far flung away from the city, because they want to do silent killing of people and farm, so that nobody knows before they now hit the cities. So we are in serious danger. And that's why I wanted to bring to your attention today. I want us all to be very, very aware that there is serious danger, that the plans of the Fulanis is very, very clear. They have an agenda. They will not stop until they achieve that agenda. It is up to us to stand up. They forget waiting for the police or the army or the governors. The governors are one of the most, they've been bought. They've been bought. They don't want to confront the reality that they face. The same governors, they believe, oh, it's okay for them to go and celebrate whatever it is they want to go and celebrate. We are forgetting that every day, in every state, so far, in every state, I don't think there's one day where nobody has been killed. Correct me if I'm wrong. In every state, I don't think there's one day in which nobody has been killed by the Fulani herdsman. I don't think there's one day. A Fulani herdsman / terrorist. I don't think there's one day. And that's just an indictment on all of the governors collectively, all of them collectively together, and all our government people. Because you ask these people, you ask the citizens to vote for you. You said you provide safety and security for them. You're the chief security officer, and now that they're being killed, you are busy celebrating. I will come and talk about that more later on. But I just want you all to understand one thing. What this man here, we have many men like this who will stand up against terror, and they will stand up and they will do what they need to do. We need more men like this in our communities, in each of the communities, to set up vigilante groups around men like this and others, and make sure that we now repel and send off and take care of once and for all those who come to our land to threaten and kill us and rape our women. Enough of this nonsense. Of course, you're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Please share this podcast. Click on the red button. Subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, just do all of that. YouTube as well. We need to get to 1,000 numbers on YouTube. Please do so now. Do so now. And like I said, our job, Section 33, every person has a right to life. No one shall be intentionally deprived of his life. That is a mantra we must be saying to ourselves. Every person has a right to life. No one shall be intentionally deprived of his life. Please share that message. Share that message. We must stand our ground, protect our farms, our women, our land, repel and conclusively deal with the Fulani terrorists coming to our land, killing every day. Enough of this nonsense. We must defend Yoruba land. We must defend Yoruba land, and we can do it. Those on ground right now, I want you to know that your numbers, you can do this. I want you to have the belief in yourself. You stand together, you can do this. They want you scattered because they don't want you to believe you have the power, and you need to psychologically break them. Let them know when you stand together, you are impenetrable. When you stand together, you start protecting your neighborhood together. They will run with the tails between their legs, and they will never ever show up. Their idea, this idea of this Osman Dan Fodio idea that they will not stop until they get to the Atlantic Ocean. Let them run back to the north with their tails between their legs. and never to surface on Yoruba land again. We need to do this. The time is now. Our ancestors, we need to honor them. Those of our ancestors, Yomi was saying something, and it's very, very true. We need to honor those that were killed that before their time. We need to honor them, remember them, because we will need them, the spirit, to join us in this struggle. We will need the spirit. We are calling of the spirit of those that died before their time, those that suffered needlessly because of bad governance, to rise up and in this struggle, to join us in this struggle and fight this battle. Fight it to finish so that we keep Yoruba land for Yoruba people. The Northerners can go back to the north where they came from. Send them back. They'll never ever surface on Yoruba land and Igbo land again. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for watching Citizen AY here, the platform where we speak truth to power. Please share, and of course, subscribe. Whatever you can do to help us, we greatly appreciate. Maybe we'll put some details down if you can help us. And of course, don't forget the GoFundMe. We'll put that link up there as well. Thank you all for it. I'm doing something here, and this is just to help. I have this product that I'm using, AG Sarah, and that product, it's a plant-based product, and what I've started using it myself. I've been using it since around about December time. I started using it, and I've been keeping notes. Now it's 1 sachet a day. You take a sachet a day, yeah. So I take a sachet a day, and 1 in the morning I do, and that's what it is. And you just open it and pour it under your tongue. And in the morning before anything else, and then you drink warm water with it. Now what I've done, as you all know, I've got chronic pain. So with the chronic pain, it made things really bad. And a friend of mine who also had issues, she said, oh, why don't you try this? This is what I use. I try and it helps me. And I thought, I tried everything else, CBD oil, everything else. It wasn't really, after a while, it wasn't really helping. So I used it. I started using this for about 2 months now. And I can see that it is helping. I'm not saying it stopped the pain totally, but it's made it manageable for me. It's more manageable. I'm still in chronic pain. I still can't walk far because of my chronic back pain. I've got metal plates in my back. So that is an issue. So I use a mobility scooter to get around if I have to walk far, you know. But all that, I'm still doing this because I passionately believe in our nation. But this is something that it might be beneficial to people. And they sell this product all over the world. So if you're interested, do get in touch with Citizen AY. Leave a message in the comment box or inbox me on the number that you see there. WhatsApp me and talk to me about AG Sarah. And I can tell you how we can go about doing that. And that can be helpful. This is all to help. What I would actually like to say is that I recognize that we have our own products back home. What we need to do to be able to have safety and security to allow those things to flourish. And then we can promote it just like we're promoting this. Because they can only promote things like this from Malaysia and other countries because their country is relatively safe and secure. We don't have that in Nigeria, in that contraption called Nigeria, or in Yoruba land. And this time, when we get Yoruba land, we are going to provide conditions in which people, our local medicines will be sold around the world and promoted just like we're promoting this one. So, but in the meantime, please, if you're interested in this, if it can help you, it's meant to help with in terms of diabetes and other things as well. It's meant to help. I don't know, but I can only vouch for what I've done so far. If it resonates with you, please do share it. It's called AG Sarah. Get in touch. The number is on the screen. So there we have that done. What I want to say at this point is please subscribe to us. Click on the button that you see on the screen, the red button on Citizen AY on YouTube. Go and do so now. I thank you all for joining me. Talk soon. Bye for now. Bye. Please donate to Yoruba Rescue Fund. It is time to build a great Yoruba nation.